morning, YouTube. I am back with another one. Big shock. Well, to start off, I want to thank you, everyone who watched my previous vlog and who messaged me, commented. They are definitely why I am posting now more regularly, because I clearly have made some good content. Like, whenever you get positive feedback on something, you are more inclined to actually do that. So but that isn't to say the moment I start getting negative feedback and stuff like that I'm going to stop. But I just want to thank everyone for all the support. Yeah, so today is Friday the 7th of August, and I just finished a session. I didn't record any of it because my client doesn't like to be on social media. Therefore, I figured I would not record. I am at Independence Square, at the rear parking area kind of thing. And I'm about to have my breakfast. So breakfast today is as usual, but I have lost calories this week. So on Tuesday, my coach took away my jam sandwich. The one thing I look forward to at the midday. Yeah, he took it off. So I'm at 1,600 and something calories. Basically, we're just trying to get my weight down now because we don't want to be doing this for too long. So I will be probably dieting down or cutting for another 2 weeks, hopefully. 40 grams of oats, 40 grams of oat flour, 50 grams of bananas, 1 scoop of protein powder, a drizzle of cinnamon powder, and what else? Oh, and I also added some pink salt to it. And I have 10 grams of almonds here. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to go to a coffee shop and get some more work done. The reason I eat inside the car is also because it's easier. It's kind of peaceful, right? I mean, I know it might seem kind of sad or lonely, but honestly, I'm an only child, right? I'm used to being on my own, and this feels nice. And also a great story to tell my kids one day when they start complaining about their life and how difficult it is. I thought, while I am at Independence, why not just go for a small stroll, help the food digest as well, and get in a few steps. I mean, it's not every day I get to do this with work and all, and might as well take the opportunity to do so. And I was just thinking, how blessed am I to be able to do this on a Friday morning at 9:57 in the morning, right? I get to quickly go to a 10-15 minute walk and get back to my work. Things I could hardly think of 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? I mean, there are days that I honestly think, am I where I want to be in life? And some days I am like, yeah, I am. And some days I'm not. Like, I feel like I want more. And I feel like maybe I'm not progressed at all. But sometimes days like this where, I get to do things I want because time freedom and location freedom are things that matter to me. And when I get to do shit like this, it kind of tells you I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. As you can see, I did not end up going to a cafe. I came to gym because I have a session in the evening and I have a lot going on today. So I need to make sure I use my time appropriately. So if I had gone to a cafe, I would have just been there for no reason. I would have spent money on coffee that I could have just bought and come here and worked in peace and been within close proximity of what I have to do. And then I can have lunch and then be ready for my workout later in the day. I wanted to address something and a message that I received from someone who follows me on Instagram. So he's just like, bro, is this sustainable? I mean, you are on a strict diet, no junks, no alcohol, but how long? I mean, what if you want to eat again and drink again? Will this body retain? I reintroduced alcohol into my daily life in June or at the midpoint of December, I stopped drinking alcohol. I didn't think it was going to serve me and the goal I want to achieve. So I decided I was going to take a break from alcohol. I don't have a drinking problem, but I felt like I needed to take that break. I went sober for 6 months, and in June I decided to reintroduce alcohol in very small amounts. So basically I don't go anything above maybe 2 to 3 drinks. I told him 1 to 2, but in actuality it's actually 2 to 3. Because that was the night I had about 2 to 3 drinks. My diet really isn't strict. It just seems strict to the person who isn't living my life or whose lifestyle is different to mine. My meals aren't strict, they're structured. There is a purpose behind what I am doing when it comes to my diet, because right now I am in a cut, so I can't just be eating everything I want. It isn't forever. It's just for a phase. I have been dieting now since December. My first phase of cutting was 16 weeks. From there we did a 6-week maintenance, and from after the 6 weeks we're doing another second cut, and that has been running for 16, 22, 10 weeks, right? And I'm in the latter part of that second cut now. And once I'm done with that, I don't have to do long cuts after that. From here, I will be doing a growth phase where I'll just be eating in a surplus, trying to put on as much muscle as possible. And if I start to look a bit fluffy on the outside, and then we'll run a mini cut, which will, I don't know how long it will last for, maybe 8 weeks, 10 weeks. And once that is done, we'll go back into another growth phase just to maintain the body and not put on too much body fat. To answer his last question, will my body retain after introducing food and alcohol? So since I've already introduced alcohol and I have lost more weight, yes. And will I sustain, or will my body retain this after introducing more food? The muscle, yes, because I'll still be training hard. I'll be eating a high protein diet. I'll be eating more carbs, which will make me a bit more fluffy, yes. But that's the goal the goal isn't to look fluffy, but the goal is to get stronger, to get bigger, to improve myself, because this is the best my physique has ever been. And the goal is to always improve it, not to be content with how I look. I will appreciate how I look and how much I progress, but I will never be okay with just where I am. I will always want to aspire to be more. Alcohol to me is no longer a priority. For the better part of my 20s, now that I'm turning 30 in November, for the better part of my 20s, I drank, I partied, and now I'm done with that life. Like, I don't go in search of it anymore. Like, yes, I will still enjoy alcohol when I consume it, but I'm not going to want to get shit-faced drunk and not remember the previous night or wake up with a hangover. Those aren't my priorities. My priorities now are my health, my business, waking up in the morning with a sound mind, getting ready for my day, and not waking up groggy, regretting my decisions the previous night, and just being lazy, for lack of a better word. So once I do actually start eating more, it doesn't mean that I have to only stick to those foods, and I have to only, since I will be eating more food, if I have events coming up, I can be strategic with what I eat. I've done the same with my cut. Whenever I've had events, I've been strategic. If I feel like I want to just take my meal prep, I'll take my meal prep without any shame. But if I want to eat from that event, I'll eat from that event. I'll just not go overboard. I won't have a full plate full of food like most people do, or go for 2, 3, 4, 5 servings. Everything will be strategic. I understand where he's coming from, and not understanding the lifestyle I am living, but also, like, we can't live in the past. We can't live like we were in our early 20s. We have to change as we grow old. or not grow old. It's not to say like, you know, as you grow older you need to be more serious and stuff like that. No, you got to have fun. You got to you got to enjoy life. Your priorities will change. You as a person will change. And for me, that is what's happened. Like, my priorities when I was in my early 20s was to have as much fun as possible, enjoy my 20s, and as I grow into my 20s, for my priorities to shift, for my priorities to be more about my health, myself, my future family, my current family, my partner, all of those things. And I am living in tune with who I want to be. I am living to my values, and I don't expect anyone to live under my values, but these are my values and these are the things that I value right now. So something I want to just run you through. Something I haven't done for my business is create like a blueprint and a structure that I follow with my clients. So I basically want to have a structure where, regardless of who the client is, I know how I'm going to start them off and what the goal is with each client. Right now, what I do is I just do the basic stuff. Like, you know, a client comes in, we talk, we figure out what the goal is for the client, and then we create it from there. But with this, I basically want to create like a blueprint where they also understand what it is that I am trying to achieve with their goal. It's not going to be easy, and I don't think this is going to be like a 1 week thing, because I want it to be not perfect, but I want it to be thorough enough that it gives the client a real rundown of what is the expectation of the whole program. So resilience lifestyle to me is something that has always been quite dear to me. Since the beginning, I didn't realize it at first, but I have always been a very resilient person. I've always kept going even when I feel like there's no progress happening. So that's why I named my business Resilience Lifestyle. It was initially Resilience by Mavi, but then I changed it to Resilience Lifestyle because it just felt a lot more appropriate. So yeah, I want to build this out. If you guys have any tips on what I can do or how I should build it, please let me know in the comments. I am officially done with my workout. There were a lot of portions of that workout that I was talking, and for some reason the audio just didn't record. I think because the transmitter is connected to the phone, and then I have my Bluetooth earphones in, so like whenever I press play or something, it must be switching to the headphones. And if that does, I don't know. But yeah, I am now officially done with my workouts for this week, which is a very sad day for me, because when I come to the end of it, I'm just like, man, I want to come back and train again. It's a very unhealthy habit or unhealthy mindset to have. Like, I should want to rest as well. But when you enjoy your training so much, I think this sort of obsession might be a healthy obsession rather than want to like get drunk every weekend like I used to. I have one more session for the day. I'm going to head that way now. Once I'm done with that, I will be going to meet Michelle, and then after that we are going to go watch a movie with one of my best friends, Nikhil, who also has a song coming out tomorrow, but by the time y'all see this, it would have already been released. I shall link it in the caption for you guys to go listen to. Definitely one of the best songs he has released to date. I get early listens, early access. So yeah, I shall catch y'all later. Alright, so you might be wondering why I am in different clothes. It is because it is the next day and it is in the night and we are about to go on a walk. But I figured I needed to close off yesterday's vlog. I forgot to record everything after my workout. And why is that, baby?
Because we watched Spider-Man.
Yep, and why did I forget? Because we were late to the theatre. At least we thought we did. We were supposed to be there by 10. We got there by 10. But then they didn't let us in until like 10:30.
So he thought we were late. I knew we will be on time.
Movie starts at 10. Even with ads, it would be like 10:15.
It's Lankan
And if it was
timing.
brand new day, I was not going to miss another second of it.
It's Lankan timing. It's always Lankan timing.
Apparently. So, anyway. But yeah, that is the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next one. Like, share it with your friends. Anything to add, darling?
Follow.
Subscribe. There we go.
Yes.
Bye.